my goodness, you've come back to visit. Have a seat and get yourself a cup of coffee if you like, or a cup of tea, or something stronger if that's what you think you would like. I have just coffee. Coffee with some almond milk in it and a little bit of half and half. And I used to put ice cubes in it because when I first started drinking it without sugar, I liked it better when it was cold. And when it was cold, I'd drink it through a straw because it would hurt my teeth. The cold was too cold on my front teeth, so I would use a straw, and it seemed to go down easier. And since I've let it, now I drink it when it's warmer, but I still like it through the straw. So that's how I drink it. So I hope you have your cup of coffee. I have mine. I'm going to have a little sip. You take a little sip too. Very good. Okay. Now, let's see. What happened today? I turned my television on, and I Chromecast my videos to the TV because I need to move around the house a little bit while the videos are playing, and I can hear it better. If it was on my iPad, I don't think I'd hear it because the volume in that doesn't work so good. So I turn you up really loud when I'm listening. So this morning I listened to my favorite people, and one of my favorite people was Ketolicious. And when I was listening to Amy, she mentioned my name. She did a shout out for my channel. I just was very surprised again because she was naming different people that do keto. Well, I do keto, but I'm kind of the lazy keto kind of person. I started keto when I decided that I needed to lose about 22 pounds, 22.6 pounds if you want to be exact. And I thought, I had cut out all my carbs prior to this. I had not cut out my sugar, though. I liked the sugar in my coffee. That was the only thing that I liked sweet. I don't eat cookies and I don't eat cake. I might eat a pie if it's a homemade pie. I don't like bought-in pies. Bought-in pies have a funny taste. Oh, and I have to show you. Hold on. As long as we're talking pies, I'll get it. Oh my goodness. You're going to just be so surprised, and you'll say, no wonder I shouldn't eat food that just is pretend food. Because about 2 years ago, my daughter lived with me. I don't know if you can tell what this is. This is a pie crust. Well, 2 years ago, she lived with me, and she bought this pie crust. And it was in my fridge, and in my fridge, and in my fridge. And I thought, I really need to get this out of my fridge. But it had been in there for 2 years in the back. Who knew it was even there? I have 2 refrigerators, so it was in the one I don't go in very often. But anyways, I took it out and I put it on my counter. Now it's been on my counter for between 6 to 8 months, maybe. Quite a while. Anyways, it hasn't molded and it's still soft. I can still squeeze it. Oh my goodness, it's still soft. Probably, if I took it out of this package, I could roll it out and put it in a pie plate, but you sure wouldn't want to eat it. So what's in this thing that makes it not mold? It should have molded a long time ago, or it should have gotten hard as a rock or something. So I don't know what they put in these pre-made pie things. I've never used them. I make my own pie crust when I would make a pie. And I used to use lard. Oh, lard makes the best pie crust. But I don't make pies anymore because now that I'm on keto, I don't eat pies because pies have a lot of carb. I would want to eat the whole pie. So better I don't even make it. But anyways, I wanted you to see this. There's no mold and it's still squishy soft. I can still squeeze it. Oh, it's like, I don't know what it's made out of. But that's that. That's why they say you should eat real food, not pretend food or food that somebody made up and who knows what they put in it. So I wanted to show you. But I was talking about a little bit about keto, why I started. And I also wanted to see if it would help the pain in my right knee. I had arthritis in my knee, and that's gone. That's totally gone. Because when I always test myself. Do you test yourself? Do you make sure you're not growing too old too fast? I do that all the time. And the way I do that is I will stand against a door with my heels against the door. Now they've got to be against the door or a wall, a flat wall. and then you stand up and you put your head, and make sure your head can touch the wall. If it can touch, then you're okay. Your back's not crooked yet. You're not getting that curve in the back. Your spine's still good. Then there's another thing I do now. I'll have to show you this one because I put one hand up like this, and I take the other hand and you reach and you try to connect your fingers. And if you can do that, you're good. You're still good. I can do it real well on this side. Now when I switch and do this side, I can still touch, but it's not as good. That is another way of testing to see whether you are still standing straight and your spine's not getting too bent over. Because when you walk, notice when people walk, they will be looking at the ground, and pretty soon their heads are going like this, and then pretty soon their shoulders are going like this, and pretty soon they're kind of bent over. So when you're walking, look straight ahead, look far ahead. You can see the ground, you can see what's there, and you won't trip. You'll be okay. And another thing that you do to test yourself is you stand on one leg. Try to do that every now and then, and take the other leg off and count and see how many seconds, like I count. Hopefully I can get up to 8 or 9 or 10. I have it's sort of vertigo, but not vertigo. I don't know what I am. I'm a dizzy in the head all the time. I've been dizzy all my life. But if you stand on one leg and see if your balance is pretty good, and then you stand on the other leg and see if your balance is pretty good. And that's how you test yourself to see if you're still strong, your body is strong, and I work at it. And also, I have a bar. Every morning. I used to be able to do 10 of these. Now I'm up to 4. I used to be able to do 10 pull-ups. And I put my hands on the bar and I pull. And oh gosh, how I grunt when I'm pulling, because it's hard work now. And I used to be able to do 10 push-ups, real push-ups, with a clap in between. I don't know how many I can do now because I'm just too lazy to get down on the floor. I don't really want to get on the floor. But I did do, the other day, I was watching one of Amy's videos, one of Ketolicious' videos, and she was going to the gym. And she was doing these leg exercises, and I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to do some exercises. As long as her video runs, I'm going to do it. So her video was about 3.5 minutes almost. So I did my 4 pull-ups, and then I did some squats because my legs, I wanted to build the upper muscle in the legs. So I did 24 squats. Then I leaned against my countertop, and I did 24 push-ups, and then I did some more squats. And when the music was done, I was done. But I enjoyed doing it with her. It was kind of fun because it felt like I was exercising with a friend. So that's what I did. Let's see, keto stuff again. Let's see, what was I doing? I forgot what I was saying. You probably remember. But like the old men would say, you shake your head and maybe you'll remember. Well, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. I don't know. Well, I guess I've given you some health tips on how to test your body to see whether your back is still good and still straight, because that's the important thing, is to stay straight and strong. And I drink my coffee through a straw. Why? Because it doesn't have any sugar and it tastes better this way. I still haven't been able to drink tea without the sugar, so I just don't drink tea yet. Sugar is the one thing that I really have to struggle with my drinks. I'm not a cookie eater, and I'm not a cake eater. I was a pie eater, only if it was homemade. I took all the carbs out of my food, so I didn't get the keto flu. A lot of people get the keto flu, and why? Because I think it's a shock to your system when you take out when you all of a sudden take out your carbs and get them down to 20 grams or less. And I took the carbs out. I had stopped eating pasta. I stopped eating rice. I had taken away the bread. That was really hard to take away the bread, because in the summer, and it was getting close to summer when my hot peppers come along, And I used to make fried hot pepper sandwiches and eggplant sandwiches, and it was like, what am I going to eat these things with? Well, my hot peppers, I would scramble up and make egg salad and put it inside the pepper, and I'd eat the pepper that way. It was actually quite good that way. There's the clock donging. It's time for me to say goodbye because I think the video will get too long, and then I will have a hard time trying to make it fit into the program that I have. So, anyways, I will talk to you all later. I hope you enjoyed this little chat. I kind of went off on different topics, but that's me. I do that every time. So, I am NonnaGrace, and I'm going to say goodbye. So, goodbye, everybody. Come back again. You all come back now, okay? I wanted to say that, and I finally did. Okay, bye. Oh, dear.